So, before the game on Thursday a couple of days ago versus the Boston Red Sox, Yankees general manager Brian Cashman was asked about the trade deadline, and specifically if his approach will deviate before next month's trade deadline due to how well the Yankees are doing in the standings. So, I think his response might help us understand what the Yankees could be doing at the trade deadline and what we as fans should expect. So, let's hear it. No, ultimately, you stay connected with 29 other clubs. Me, Mike Fishman, who's the assistant general manager, and our baseball operations staff gets share as much information from our end to opposing clubs. You all receive the information we're providing, ask about a lot of different players to find out what's real and what's not really available, and then see if you match up. We certainly like our record and where we're sitting, but it doesn't guarantee anything as we move forward. Hal Steinbrenner wants to win. We want to win. Our fans want us to win. So we've just got to find a way, if we can, improve those chances, put ourselves in the best position possible, and hopefully everyone that's here stays healthy the whole way and performs at the biggest times when it counts. That's what our staff is working hard at, trying to consistently access if there's any opportunities, both from within or outside imports, that potentially would impact us in a positive way. We have until the beginning of August to do so. I've had many conversations with my opposing general managers, and we'll see if it takes us anywhere. But we're certainly really happy with the team and where we're at and how we're going about their business. We also know that there's unfinished business. If there's an opportunity to add, improve, give Aaron Boone and his staff a better chance. So that was the quote. That was the quotes that he gave, and I think these are pretty interesting here. Mainly the parts about improving internally. Now, one of the things is that we can't read too much into these, though, just because he's not going to go out to the public and say, "Oh yeah, we're targeting Andrew Benintendi. We have massive issues at left field, because opposing clubs can use that as leverage in trades, and it will be a disadvantage in trade negotiations." So he's not going to give away too many secrets. As I was saying, I think it's pretty I think these are pretty important here, mainly about looking at where to improve. The main area of improvement is left field. Joey Gallo stinks. Aaron Hicks is not stinking as much, but he's still not the best player out there, and I don't really want him starting in the postseason. I think we're going to be stuck with Hicks, but Gallo at a minimum has to go in my mind. So they're probably going to have to improve. They're going to need to improve in left field. One of the options inside that organization could be Esteban Florial, who is raking in AAA. He is a really fast, athletic outfielder, a left-handed bat. He used to be one of the Yankees' top prospects. It could be interesting to see if the Yankees do not trade for someone and then just call up Florial in place of Gallo. I could also see the Yankees making some under-the-radar trades and not getting a Benintendi or Happ, but still getting solid left fielders to replace Joey Gallo. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to do a video on under-the-radar trades for the Yankees that could for left field. So if you want to watch those, then subscribe so you don't miss them. Let's get back to this. Now, I think the Yankees might also be looking to improve at pitching, because you can never have too much pitching. Plain and simple. Like 2 injuries to the rotation, and all of a sudden you're in a really bad spot if you're any team. So I think the Yankees might be going in the pitching route, trying to trade for some relievers. You never know if they can pull a Clay Holmes. If they trade for someone who is not doing too good, they don't have to give up many prospects, and then Yankees pitching coach Matt Blake can turn him into one of the best pitchers in MLB. I also think the Yankees might just be thinking that the internal players the guys that are internally in the roster, or the depth chart, could be returning and making some big impacts. For instance, Domingo Germán is returning very soon, and Zach Britton, who used to be one of the Yankees' best relievers, is returning right around September call-ups. I think they also could be targeting guys who have minor league options like Kyle Finnegan, just so they can send him down to the minors if everyone is healthy. But I think they might just be fine with the internal players. But that's the quote from Yankees general manager Brian Cashman. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me if you think the Yankees are going to be making big moves at this trade deadline and how they're going to do.